Alright, so I am pouring in my lye to my water, standing back because the fumes are strong, stirring so that it doesn't clump. If it clumps on the bottom, don't panic, just keep stirring and it will eventually dissolve. This is extremely hot, so be careful. Hot oils already pre-measured and heated up to 210 degrees. Now, the reason why this is so hot is because it's going to cook itself without any additional heat. We're going to rinse out our lye bucket. That way the family doesn't accidentally get into the lye. Now we're going to stir all this, blend it with our immersion blender. Now that's all blended. Okay, now I'm going to divide this up because I'm having 4 colors. I'm going to have a pink, a green, and a white. And then at the end on my 4th color, I'm going to add some red to have red color because I'm making rose soap. Okay, now this is really, really hot, so pour it very carefully. Okay, so that's going to be my pink and red, and this is going to be my green, and then this is going to be my white. All right, so I'm going to get my pink in. That's about good. And then my green. Now I'm going to try something I have never tried before. I'm going to try piping hot process leaves. I have never done that before and I have no idea how this is going to work. So we will see how it goes. I have my pre-mixed white here. So I'm going to, whoa, oh dear. That was the wrong lid on that. Okay, well, it's going to be really white. That's fine. Okay, now we have the white. We're going to cover it. Actually, what I'm going to do first is scrape down everything on the sides first. Blend it again. All right, so now I'm going to cover this and let this one start cooking. Now I'm going to blend this one. You can see it's already volcano. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making 3 hot process soaps at once. But I'm doing all the different colors just to make sure the color is very well blended. Okay, now look at this one's already volcano. Okay, now just so I don't have to hand or clean my blender quite so much, I'm going to hand stir these, or several of them, but I have a glass of water right here that I'm going to clean my blender in between each time I have to use it so it doesn't mix the colors. Nice. That works wonderfully. Okay, now we're gonna let these start cooking and start volcanoing. You can already see this one poofing up with the heat. So this will be exciting. All right, there we go. You see that one? Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, and now this one's starting to volcano, and this one's starting to volcano. Now I'm gonna stir these two by hand, just so I don't have to clean my mixer so much at first. But we're gonna let it just cook for a minute. Look at that go. Oh, that is so cool. 3 at a time. Wow, look at those cooking. Ah, that is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stir this one down. Well, this is pretty hot. I'm gonna go ahead and put a hot pad under here. I think I got a little too much green. Shoot, didn't mean to do that. That's okay. All right, cover them up to get them heated again. Now this one we're going to go ahead and blend. Well, we don't even have to cover that one. That one's going again on its own. All right, well that one's going. I'm going to go ahead and blend this one again. Okay, so now I got tiny piece of green in there, which isn't really going to hurt anything, but so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to add my yogurt. And my super fat. Okay, I'm going to get that stirred in. And actually, while I'm stirring, I'm going to go ahead and just add my fragrance since it's cool enough. Okay, fragrance. Ooh, that smells good. Yum. Get it all stirred in. Now you want to stir really well so that your yogurt gets really mixed in good, okay? Then you're going to let it sit covered so it doesn't start hardening, to let your yogurt do its thing and make your batter, make your soap more fluid, okay? All right, we're wiping it all down. So stay warm and let the yogurt do its thing. Love that dark, rich green color. That's really pretty. Really well mixed, okay? Now, for my piping tips, I have this really cool Russian tip that I've never done before, and I'm gonna give it a try. And then my leaf tip. So my leaf tip is number 352 for Wilton. And then you can just see this Russian tip right there, okay? Now, for the Russian tip, I'm going to put just a small amount of coloring in my bag, okay? Okay, I can't find my paintbrush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit with my spoon and I'm just edging, putting a little bit in here. So hopefully that will give kind of a rosy color on the edges is what I'm hoping to go for. We will see. Okay, let's test. Oh yeah, that's looking nice and fluid. 162. All right, that is pretty hot, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my bag. Just kind of dump it in. Some will probably come out the bottom. Doing this wrong. I need to do it from the right side. Oh yeah. See, it's kind of oozing out the bottom there, but that's okay. Okay. I'm going to let this sit and cool down. Not too cool though, because then it won't be able to fit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, my pink is actually really dark. So I'm wondering if I should, I think I'm just gonna leave it 2 colors actually, or 3 colors instead of 4, okay? So I'm plopping my pink in. I am putting my green in. All right, I'm just gonna leave this much, yeah, about this much for piping. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and go ahead and put it in my piping bag because it'll stay warmer. Now, I have never tried to pipe leaves, so I have no idea how this is going to go. I really don't, but we'll see. Get it all Mush down in there. See, the problem is this is already soaked, so once it starts setting up, it's going to set up. So I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's good at the moment. Okay. When I do big batches like this, I usually do even spoonfuls, so then I end up with the same amount or close to it of each batch. Okay, this is a lot more swirly than I had envisioned it, but that's okay. We're going to pound it down. That gets all the air bubbles out. Okay. All right, that looks great. All right, so now, wow, this is really warm, but we'll see. Okay, that is not at all how I envisioned that. And it is still actually just really way too warm. But I'm concerned that my leaf is going to set up. Okay, I like the way that one turned out better actually. Okay. Now let's see if our green leaf is still pipeable. Okay, yeah it is. So let's put some green. This is not at all what I thought it would look like, but it's actually working fairly well. The problem is this one stayed way too hot. This one was cooling down, so to get it to pipe this one on before this one sets up in the bag was the problem that I was having, but that's okay. Whoops. Yeah, it's starting to set up now. Oops, I'm having a hard time. Okay, we're gonna let this dry, cool down for 48 hours and get hard, or 48 hours, 4 to 8 hours to get hard, or overnight, just whenever. But usually it takes about 4 hours minimum. If you're in a hurry, you can throw it in the freezer, and it can harden up in the freezer if you want. I don't know. That looks pretty good. Not at all what I was anticipating, but turned out better than I thought. All right, we're gonna come back and cut it. Please check out our How to Make Soap for Beginners e-course. You can find it at livingonadime.com right now, 60% off.